Children, how are you? How was the day? This is Mr. S. Kishore Kumar, DAV Louis Vickard Bharati Vidya Mandir from AP Zone 2. Welcome to online classes. In first session, we have discussed about what is set, how did it represent, and we also discussed types of sets. So in this session also, we would like to discuss about types of sets. So without wasting our time, let's have a glance. Yes, these all are the types of sets. So in previous session we have discussed about empty set and singleton set and finite set and infinite set and equal sets and equivalent sets. So remaining universal set, subset, proper set, superset, proper superset and power set we would like to discuss in this session. So before entering into that, we would like to recap what we have learned in previous session. Yes. So, what is empty set? What is singleton set? So, a set with no element is called a empty set. Simple definition. So, empty set or null set we have discussed. So this is the symbol for that. We may write like this also. So n of e mean cardinal number in empty set is 0. So like that in singleton set also, a set with one element. This is the example. S is a set of 3. So cardinal number of S, n of S equal to how many elements are there? One element. That's what 1. So a set with one element is a singleton set. A set with no element is a empty set. So cardinal number of empty set is 0. Cardinal number of singleton set is 1. I hope you could understand. Yes. Now finite set and infinite set. A set with limited elements is called finite set. Here is the example. Set F is the set of counting numbers less than 6. So we can easily write. So counting numbers mean natural numbers which are started from 1. Positive numbers which are started from 1. So we would like to write 6 below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can easily count the cardinal number of the set n of f equal to 5. Whereas infinite set, what is infinite set? A set with unlimited element. We can't count. In previous session we have discussed, we can't count the stars in the sky. So like that, set n is the set of counting numbers. We have to write the entire natural numbers. It's not possible because we know the least natural number, but we can't write the highest natural number. That's what it's can be represented as a infinite set. So 1, 2, 3 and so on. It's uncountable. So that's what it's a infinite set. Yes. Now equal sets and equivalent sets. So equal sets already we have discussed in previous session. What are equal sets? Equal sets have same elements. Example, set E is set of letter in the word earth. So E, A, R, T, H. 5 alphabets are there in set E. Like that, set H is the set of letters in the word heart. So H, E, A, R, T. The same. Here E is there, here also E is there, and A is there, here A element is there, here R element is there, here R also there, here T is there, here also T there, here H is there, here H is there. Maybe rearranging is different, but the letters are same. Such type of sets are called equal sets. So the letter should be same and cardinal numbers of course automatically it will become same. So whereas equivalent sets have different elements but have the same number of elements. It's completely depends upon the cardinal number. Here f is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 elements are there. Cardinal number of f is a 5. So whereas H is a set of HEART. So how many English alphabets are there? 5. So we can say that F and H are equivalent sets. I hope you could understand this slide. Yes. So this is a subset. Subset means what? A set A is a subset of set B if and only if every element in A is also an element in B. So A is subset or equal to B. Here one example is there. Here list of all proper subset. Proper subset is different. Subset, we are going to talk about the subset. So what is let you we take here A is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is a set of 2, 4 and C is a set of 1, 3, 5. So we can say that B is a subset of A because 2, 4 are there in A. So whereas C also subset of A because 1, 3, 5, these 3 are there in set A. So we can say that we have discussed in our previous class, B is a subset of A and C is a subset of A because all the elements in B are there in A and all the elements are in C is there represented in A. So that's what B is a subset of A whereas C is a subset of A. So in reverse, in converse, we can say that A is a superset of B as well as A is a superset of C also. I hope you could understand. So whereas here one example given, what is the proper subset? Proper subset and subset here the thing is little bit different. Children, if you understand, if you observe that, you will come to know, but you concentrate on that because you have to know the difference between subset and proper subset. Here you just observe what are the elements are there in proper subset. Here A is a set of SIR. First I would like to take the single elements SIR and double elements like SI and SR and IR and zero elements. That's it. Whereas if you want to write this subset and one more will be added, what is that? S dot I dot R. Because in last session we have discussed that every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. But in proper subset, little bit difference is there. So that difference we will come to know in coming slides. You just observe. Yes, here. How many subset does set A have? SIR. The formula we have discussed in our previous session, 2 power n. 2 power n mean here the cardinal number is 3. So 2 cube equals to 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So this is the formula for the finding the subset of any set. How many subsets are there in particular set? Simply you can apply the formula 2 power n. So n is nothing but the cardinal number of particular set. So in A set we have 3 elements. That's what cardinal number of A is 3. So 2 power n of A, simply we can say, or 2 power n, where n is the number of elements. So 2 into 2 into 2, 8. You just observe, children. This is the thing, finding the number of subset of a particular set. Whereas, yes, proper subset. Set A is a proper subset of set B if there is at least one element in B not contained in A. So that is very important. here you just see if A is a subset of B, but whereas if you write equal to subset or equal to B is a subset, but if you remove that equal, it's a proper subset, because what we have discussed in the definition, set A is a proper subset of set B if there is at least one element in B not contained in A. So what is that at least one element? Already we have discussed one full set. Full set mean every set is a subset of itself. That property is not contained in proper subset. That's what you just observe here. Here A is a set of HABIT, B is a set of ABIT. Here H has removed. That's what B is a proper subset of A. And see here BIT. Here at least one. Here H is not there and A is not there. That's what C is a proper subset of A. And D is a set of IT. So at least one element should be not there in A. But here H is not there, A is not there, B is not there. IT is there. So that's what D is also proper subset of A. We can say C is a proper subset of B also, and D is a super subset of B and C also. So that is only the main difference between subset and proper subset. So already you know that the formula for the subset, finding the number of subsets of particular set is 2 power n, but we should take 1. The 1 is nothing but every set is a subset of itself. It should be has taken. So here suppose here one example is there. One question if you face an examination, A is a set of SIR, 3 elements are there. So cardinal number of that particular set is 3. So what is the formula for the finding the proper subset of particular set? 2 power n minus 1. So 2 cube minus 1 is nothing but 8 minus 1. It's a 7. So suppose if you get a question in this set, how the number of subsets means simply you can go with 2 power n 8. But whereas how many proper subset does set A have? You just go with, you delete 1. The 1 is nothing but what? One property. Every set is a subset of itself. That only that property is not applicable or reflected in this proper subset. You just keep it in your mind, children. This is very, very important. I hope you could understand. Yeah, for your more clarification, I have designed one slide. You just observe, children. Here, this is first example. Example 1. This is example 2. You just observe that. In first example, P is a set of 1, 2, 3 and Q is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, you can say that P is a part of Q. Why should I say? Because 1, 2, 3 are there in Q also, and remaining 2 more elements are there. So you can say that P is a subset of Q. P is a subset of Q. But here you just observe that every element in P is also present in Q. This is verified. Now you just observe that C is a set of 4, 5, 6 and D is a set of 4, 6, 5. So here in this case 4, 5, 6 all elements are there in D. So C is a subset or equal to. Subset or equal to. So subset or equal to, why should we read C is a subset of D or D is a subset of C? Every set is a subset of itself. We can say that. Here cardinal numbers are equal. That's what we can say that this. But whereas it's not a proper set. We never read this as C is C is a proper subset of D. If you read, it's the wrong, completely wrong. So it's not a proper subset. C is only subset of D. That's it. But whereas in this case, in above case, you can read that P is a subset of Q, whereas P is a proper subset of Q, because 1, 2, 3 elements are there in P, but in Q 1, 2, 3 more than 2 elements are there. At least one element should be there. That's what. So in first case, P and Q are, you can read as P is a subset of Q and P is a proper subset of Q. But whereas in second example, you can only read as C is a subset of D, or C is a subset or equal to D. I hope you could understand. So in superset, we don't want to discuss much more, because if you understand the concept of subset, automatically superset is a converse. A is a superset of B if every element in B is also in A. So we can read as A is a superset or equal to B, or A is a superset of B. Here one example is given. A is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B is a set of 1, 2, 3. You can easily guess that A is a bigger set. So that's why it's a superiority it shows. So 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3 is there, and remaining 2 also there. Those are 4 and 5. That's what you can read as B is a subset of A, or A is a superset of B. I hope you could understand. A is a proper subset of B also, you can say that, because it satisfied B. 4 and 5 are 2 more elements are there. That's what. If A is a set of 1, 2, 3 and B is a set of 1, 2, 3, we can't say that B is a superset of A, or A is a proper superset of A, because the element, one element should be more than that according to the cardinal number or anything. So at least one element should be more than that when we compare. That one should be what? In general, every set is a subset of itself. It should be common, and more than that in according to the situation of this set we may write, but minimum one should be that only. So you just keep it in your mind. Yes, it's the new one, power set. If you understand the subset concept, then only you can easily understand the power set concept. Simply, the power set can be defined as the set of all the subsets in a set. Here one example is there, you just see that. If S is a set of S, I, R, then what is power set of S? P of S means power set of S. It's very simple. Simply you just go with how many subset, number of subsets are there, you just verify that. Already you know that in previous slides we have discussed, and previous session also we have discussed that 2 power n, the formula is 2 power n. So here S is a set of SIR. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3. So 2 cube. 2 cube is nothing but 8. So power set of, number of power set of particular set S is 8. So how did we say? From the definition, the set of all the subset of a set is called power set of the particular given set. So I hope you could understand. Once again, if S is a set of SIR, then what is P of S? So you know how to write the subset. First you go with a single combinations SIR. So SIR and double combinations SI, SR and IR, and the full triple combination yes, because every set is a subset of itself. So triple combination SIR. And one more property we have discussed, empty set or null set. Null set is a subset of every set. These two are very very important. Every set is a subset of itself, as well as empty set is a subset of every set. So you just keep it in that, remaining according to the probability we can go. So here we have a three elements. So you just go with first single letter or alphabet probability, and two letter probability and three letter probability. So finally we got 8. So power set of SIR have, simply you go with number of P of S is 2 power n. So 2 power n means what? 8. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. So that is called power set. I hope you could understand. The final one is universal set. So when if you observe this pic, you could easily guess that. Universal set mean what? Our planet is a Earth. So we are related to the solar family. And if you go think deeper and deeper, we are from the Milky Way. So Milky Way also very 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 smaller if you compare with the entire universe. Like that, here universal set is nothing but set that contains everything and suitable. So the whole thing is nothing but a universal. So let us go with example, then you will get a very clear picture on that. Yes, here universal set. Universal set is the set containing all elements and of which all other sets are subsets. So here the first example we would like to discuss. This is the first example, you just go with. See that containing everything suitable. You just see that here set A described as X. A is a set of X such that X is a student of class 5A. So in 5th class A section students are in the set A. And now B is a set of X such that X is a student of class 5B. So B set address is the students who are there in B section from standard 5. And C, set of C is a set of X such that X is student of class 5C. So C set described that the students of C section from standard 5. So here what about 5th class children? So 5th class children is distributed into 3 groups and 3 sections. So section A, section B and section C. Whereas if you want to talk about entire 5th class students, it's nothing but a universal set. I hope you could understand. It's very very simple. So A section 5th class children are subset of universal set, and B section 5th class children is a subset of 5th class is nothing but a universal set, and 5th class C section students are subset of the universal set or class 5 children. In simply you can say that in our cricket language, because most of the students fascinated towards cricket, so I would like to give an example to that. A is a set of Indian bowlers, and B is a set of in Indian cricket batsmen. but don't confuse some all-rounders also there. We'll discuss about in intersection case. I'm not giving the example in that way. I'm telling that A is a set of pure batsmen. Pure batsmen mean they can't bowl, and B is a set of pure bowlers. Of course, they are very good at bowl, but whereas they don't know how to play well. So see, then U is a set of Indian cricket team. So in that Indian cricket team, bowlers are there and batsmen also there. So you can say in that A is a subset of U and B is a subset of U. U is nothing but a universal set. Here U is a India and A is a batsmen and B is a bowlers. That's it. I hope you could understand that example, and one more example is waiting for you. Like geometry I have designed here one example. Just see that. It's the simple thing, segments. I have taken the distance between A to B. If you want to travel A to B, you have to travel from A to P and P to Q and Q to B. So how did it defined? So D is a set of the distance. D is a set of X such that X is a point on segment A to P. The distance between A to P is described as like this. D is a set of X such that X is a point on segment AP. Leave it. Now the E is a set of X such that X is a point on segment PQ. So the distance between P to Q. So that is called set E. Now the distance between F, X such that X is a point on segment QB, the distance between Q to B. So whereas what about the distance between A to B is nothing but a whole. What we have taken the example, the maximum distance is nothing but the whole thing. So U is a set of, so universal set can be represented like U or like this symbol. So U is a set of X such that X is a point on segment AB. So how can you conclude? D is a smaller part, so D is a subset of U, and E is a subset of mu, and F is a subset of mu or U. Okay, so I hope you could understand this slide very clearly. Thank you very much, children. Have a nice day. Meet you again.